welcome back to the channel. And today we have the recap of the first legs, and then we have the predictions for the second leg. I believe, I have the paper here. I'm just gonna take it. So, hello, Rank. How are you feeling about this?
I'm doing good. It's been a crazy week with a lot of crazy results as well. So we are going to dive into the recap and, of course, then the predictions.
Yeah, and one team got absolutely booted. No, it might show not the result, but they got the absolute done out there because they are frauds, to be honest. So let's begin. It's not this first game, but we have 1-1 Botafogo against Defensa. I predicted a 1-1 draw. I got this bang on. I don't know how I did it. I guess I'm a genius. Obviously, good draw for Defensa. I think Defensa isn't gonna win this game, but I think they're very happy to take 1-1 draw, especially now that they're going to play second leg at home. So I'm excited for the second leg because this game is wide open in my opinion. I definitely can see a fun game in the second one. I think both for they play well, but they just don't have that, that striker who. I think Marcus Leonardo does not play. I don't know which striker that plays for them, but I think they play well. Defense also. In the defense, they were solid. They did not let any more goals, which is key for them because Brazilian teams at home, they are big trouble if they keep scoring. It could be big trouble. So, what's your thoughts on this? A 1-1 draw, I would say. As an Argentinian, you're probably happy about this draw. That defense is doing this well. And I was not surprised by this result because I had a feeling it might be a 1-1 or nil-nil draw because both teams are cagey. They are not gonna let anything pass them. So 1-1.
It was a very good game. It was very intense. There were a lot of chances by both teams. I feel like both teams showed that they are two of the best teams in this competition remaining. The goalkeepers were fantastic. I feel like there could have been a lot more goals this game, but both goalkeepers were really good this game. And in the end, it was Tripicchio, the defender coming off the bench, who got the draw for Defensa, which is a huge result because in Brazil, one would expect Botafogo to get a lead and then defend that in Argentina, but it was not the case. And now Defensa have like the disadvantage of closing out the tie at home, which should be very good for them. I feel like Defensa usually play better at home. Their stadium is a very difficult place to play in for any other team. So it's very good for Defensa. Obviously, the job's not done. Both teams are very, very good, and it's going to be an intense game for sure. I'm not sure who's going to advance, but this first result definitely is better for Defensa, I would say.
Yeah, and obviously we're gonna do the predictions for the second later. So this game, you predicted 1-0. I predicted 1-1. For the next game, though, I predicted a 2-1 victory for Corinthians. You predicted 2-2 draw. So, I think Corinthians, they took just 1-0. It's a decent result. It's not the best. It's not the worst. I think they could have done much better. I think the Estudiantes defensively, they have been rock solid, or they have been very solid in this knockout stages. Obviously, they as you can see, the only 2 against Barcelona. They conceded 0 against Goiás, and they only won So I think it's a very okay result. Um, the Estudiantes, they're a very strong home team. That's why I think it's not that bad. Um, Corinthians, man, they're a strong team. Um, yeah, they obviously scored a header from Gil. The fake one, it's probably the worst. It's the worst Gil. It's not the better. So the better one plays for Coca. Yeah, I think Corinthians. Um, obviously, they have to build on the momentum they're getting. Obviously, I don't know where they're in the league, but yeah, I think they need to build on the momentum. Obviously, the momentum they have at home is pretty good. They beat New Orleans and they beat Universitario. So I think these two are both strong home teams. Hello to Matt, by the way.
Hello, Matt.
Big up, Matt. I think Corinthians, they're definitely a much better home team. And that's why I think they should have probably winning more because going away, it would be very tough, very hostile. Because, Estudiantes is coming from these crazy wins in this Sudamericana, like 4-0, 4-1. And it's going to be crazy. So, what's your thoughts on this game? I think Corinthians played well. Estudiantes also, but 1-0. What's your thought?
Yeah, I was watching this game the other day, and it was a very close game. Obviously, Corinthians striking early with that goal from a set piece. But then after that, the Estudiantes kind of grew back into the game and started pushing for an equalizer, while Corinthians were mostly playing like counter-attacking, and they created a few really good chances there. I forgot who it was that missed like a really huge chance for Corinthians in the second half. It was a great play from Angel Romero, the Paraguayan winger. But yeah, I feel like Corinthians could have scored more goals and Estudiantes could have also equalized. It was a game where both teams created like many good chances. It was a 1-0 win in the end for Corinthians, and now they have to go to La Plata to try and defend that lead that they have. It's going to be very tough. We know that Corinthians has been very defensively solid this campaign, and Casio is a fantastic goalkeeper, and their defense has been really, really good. So I feel like Corinthians is probably going to try the same thing, be defensive, go on the counter attack, while probably Estudiantes have more of the initiative. Is it going to be enough? I don't know, because Estudiantes, they looked, even though they created good chances, they looked a bit toothless this game. So they are going to have to improve their finishing in the second leg. But they will definitely have more chances than Corinthians in the second game. It's just a matter if they can take them or not. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game, very interesting tie, and two really big teams. So it's going to be a big game.
Yeah, obviously the next game that we have here, I predicted 3-1 and you predicted 2-1. So we predicted a home win. American Mineiro, they're the biggest frauds on the planet. Like, what they're showing their frauds. Like, the we, I predict them to lose against Calcolo and they won. I predict them to lose against Bragantino, they win. I predict them to beat Fortaleza, they lose. They're frauds. Just, I don't know what's wrong with this American. Mastriani is still scoring. That's crazy. So, like, just keep scoring even though they lose. I think Fortaleza played really well. I reckon this was a one way out. Fortaleza just being the better team. American Mineiro, obviously the worst team in this tournament, being dead last in their league and somehow beating those teams. But they now show that they're frauds. So just wait until next year when they beat Coca again. Yeah, I think Fortaleza, they are showing why they are so strong, great attackers. the snake himself, Lucero, making an assist. Yeah, I think Fortaleza is a very, very strong team. They don't see a lot of goals, but they have attackers that could score. From the wingers, cam, attackers. Right, they have a lot of great players. And yeah, American Mineiro is a plastic club. Yeah, he meant American Mineiro.
Does he mean América Mineiro or Atlético Mineiro, the team that lost in Libertadores?
Both are plastics. So
True.
Every Brazilian team is plastic. Same with every Argentinian club except Boca Juniors. So, yeah. Ooh, your great game. Maybe. I'm not gonna jinx anything because my predictions always go wrong. But yeah, what's your thoughts about 3-1 win for Fortaleza? Easy win, easy win.
Yeah, like you said, América Mineiro are just frauds. It's amazing that they are the team that knocked out Colo Colo. América Mineiro, this one. And yeah, they are frauds. Like, they are a super bad team. I feel like Colo Colo should have won against them, but they were super bad in the second leg. And Bragantino, this team should have lost to Bragantino, honestly. I don't know how Bragantino choked it against América Mineiro. They don't have any fans. Look at the attendance for their home game. They are playing Sudamericana quarterfinals and they have like 30,000 people in their stadium. They have no fans. It's actually embarrassing that this plastic club makes it this far. And I just don't know, because I knew that they were frauds. I knew that they were this bad, but somehow they were getting results. That's why I trusted them in this game. But Fortaleza just kind of proved me wrong and proved everyone what América Mineiro are actually like. They beat them easy on their home stadium. So, like, going into the second leg, it should be an easy win for Fortaleza. They should close out the tie and make the semifinals. And yeah, América Mineiro, they are horrible. I don't know. Yeah, I agree that they are plastic. Like, look at the amount of fans they have. Look how they are making it just playing terrorism football to the quarterfinals. Yeah, I don't wanna. I hope I never get to see an América Mineiro game ever again. I hope they relegate. And yeah, Fortaleza, congrats for advancing, I guess.
I absolutely despise that club, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
One other club side. Obviously, they beat my club, so I'm not happy about that, but it was also all our fault. Imagine we could have had Colo Colo versus Fortaleza. That would have been amazing. Especially with the form Colo Colo is. Oof, we would have cooked. They're the biggest plastics. And then last game in the Sudamericana recap, we have Quito against Sao Paulo. Quito winning 2-1. I predicted 1 Quito and you predicted 1 Sao Paulo. I don't know why you did that. Because this Quito team, they're showing they're a really good home team. Even though they should have
lost
lost
to Ñublense.
They should have lost versus Ñublense, actually. Should have. But I think Quito played really well. Sao Paulo just go for a draw and kick their home leg and destroy them there, I guess. But it's a disgrace losing to Quito. It's a disgrace. Especially a team that was in the second division like 2 years ago, Ñublense. And Quito beat them. Ñublense beat Quito on Quito Stadium. And Ñublense was in the second division 2 years ago. So, and Sao Paulo are top team in Brazil losing to Quito. I don't really see how that works, but I guess Sao Paulo could do whatever they do. I think Quito is a very tricky team to beat. If you're not a Chilean club, then it's easy. I think Sao Paulo just go for the win. What's your thoughts on this? Absolute disgrace. that Quito is this far.
Yeah, I feel like Quito are gonna be very mad at themselves about this game because I watched the game and Quito, they started off real strong with that goal in the second minute from Julio Ibarra. Actually, Ibarra scored the second goal. Johan Julio scored the first one in the second minute, and the Sao Paulo backline was so shocking that first half. Like they conceded so many chances. Of course, they conceded those 2 goals, but Quito should have scored more. I feel like this could have been 3, 4, 5-0. Quito created so many chances and they weren't able to finish them. And then in the second half, close to the end of the game, Lucas Moura gets a goal back for Sao Paulo to keep them alive into the tie. And yeah, I feel like I would be really mad if I was a Quito fan because you had the chance to kill off the tie in your stadium and it ends up being just a 2-1 win. And now you have to go to the Estadio Morumbi to try and resist for your lives for that result. And that's going to be very difficult. Sao Paulo obviously play a lot better at home than they do on the road. And yeah, it's going to be real tough for Quito. I feel like Quito were by far the better team this game, and they should have won by more, like 3 goals easily. And yeah, they just couldn't score. They couldn't do it, and it's very frustrating to see. We'll see what they can do in the second leg. If they can exploit like the Sao Paulo backline again in the counter attack or something, or if they can defend well. It's tough. It's tough. I feel like Quito should have won by more, considering how they played, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, let's move on into the bigger competition. I can't be just thinking about this absolute joke of a clubs anymore. Like at the American Mineiro, yeah. Imagine calling your club American Mineiro. That's just absolute disgrace. Yeah, we should go top, no, bottom to top this time because I want to leave the best club to last. Yeah, Nesbian, Deportivo Pereira 0, Palmeiras 4.
Jesus Christ.
What the heck just happened? If would I be happy playing Palmeiras in a quarterfinal as a Colo fan? Absolutely no.
Just like in 2018, think about it.
To be fair, we would take revenge because we have the better players right now than Palmeiras. Palmeiras just got lucky in their group. Yeah, I think 2018 that was peak Colo. Should have won that Copa Libertadores. Screw Palmeiras. Now, I think Palmeiras absolute. They absolutely battered them like they should. They have not the Vega who joined them. They have Rafael Vega, they have Roca, Make, I don't know who that is, and Ronnie. So yeah, I think Palmeiras they won easily. They were Pereira, nothing to show anymore. Just forfeit the second leg. Colo would have done better, put a better fight.
Would they?
Yes.
They lost 5-1 to America Mineiro.
Yes, more right. But that's when we were in iffy form. The best form is always for Colo, like the end of August, like the middle, end of August. To, I guess, November, when they finish season. I think Deportivo Pereira had no chance. Like, as soon as the first goal came, I knew it was over. Like, well, when you have Hendrik and the likes of, I think Dudu still plays there.
Yeah.
They're Mike, they're Rocha. I think, yeah, this tie is over. Just Palmeiras, get over it. Just play the U19 next game, and you guys will be fine. Because Deportivo Pereira, they don't have a good team. I have zero clue how they made it this far. Zero clue. Like, I still don't understand how we could not beat them in the group stage. But Palmeiras can win this at least 8-0 on aggregate. At least 8-0. Like that's how good they are right now. You could bet right now Palmeiras is winning the Libertadores. Like that, it is absolute. Look at the other results. It's absolute setup. Look, Boca Juniors now in the draw. That's now you have to go away to win. It's set up. It's all set up for a Palmeiras Libertadores win. You will see at the end, and it's fact. Before you give your thoughts, so yeah, obviously, yeah, we would have. Easy. We only lost 2-0, and then 2-0, 4-0 only. Deportivo Pereira has conceded 4 goals in this first leg, and Coca conceded 4 in 2 legs. Like, what is this? Yes, you just disrespected the GOAT himself, Damian Pizarro.
Damian Pizarro is not that good, man. Come on.
Don't disrespect my GOAT. No. Better than Darwin Núñez, by the way. And that's a fact. Now, to be fair, if you had Balatos and Castillo, probably would not have done much anyways. So, it's a joke of a players. Give your thoughts about its fun and thrashing, please.
Yeah, I mean, what is there left to say? Because Deportivo Pereira, they looked a bit decent at the start. They conceded that dumb penalty that allowed Rafael Veiga to score and give them the opener. They tried to hold on after that, tried some counterattacks, but it didn't really work. And then in a few minutes, Rocha and Mikey scored like basically back-to-back goals, and it was over. Like, no one in Deportivo Pereira knew what was going on anymore. You could see that in the second leg, Palmeiras weren't really even trying, and still they scored another goal thanks to Ronnie. So it's just Palmeiras are just too good, man. Like, the result they got against Atlético Mineiro was just because they are two really big Brazilian clubs. So it only makes sense that the game was going to be that close and tight. Now that Palmeiras is playing like a weaker team, Palmeiras has all the strength to go all out on this type of competition, even on the road. Like, it made me forget that Deportivo Pereira was the home team. It was such a bad performance. So yeah, Palmeiras, they are already through. There's no way that Deportivo Pereira is ever scoring 4 goals in Brazil, and even if they do, they are gonna concede. So like, yeah, it's completely over. Fair play to Deportivo Pereira for making it this far. First time in Copa Libertadores, and they make the quarters. It's very, very impressive, but yeah, this is the end of the road, and Palmeiras, they are looking like the heavy favorites to win it all.
No, but by the way, Brighton are frauds. They sell Ayare, they send him out alone, and now they're losing. What? This is why you should have signed Barco. You would have cooked. Please don't sign him, Brighton. Boca need him. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the next. Obviously, my prediction for this was 2-0 to. No, you predicted 2-0 Palmeiras. I predicted 2. Why did I predict Deportivo Pereira to score? What is wrong with me? Why did I predict? Why? Why am I doing this to myself? Why? Sui. The next game, I predicted bang on Fluminense 2, Olimpia 0, and you predicted 1-0. So I got this bang on Sui, and Andre, the future Liverpool player, they scored. So it's fun. Cano scored as well. I don't know how old he is. He's 35 years old.
Yeah.
Better than the other Brazilian player who was a striker who played for Fluminense. If you guys remember that guy, he played in the 2014 World Cup, by the way. Fred. If you guys remember Fred, not the center mid, the striker who played for Fluminense, he was absolute garbage, and I could say Nicolas Blandi is better than him, who was absolute joke of a player. Yeah. Didn't who was that? Felipe Melo who got in goal. I think that game, or was it
Yeah,
another?
maybe.
Because I think Felipe Melo, he was playing as a goalkeeper, I believe. That's interesting. Very fun. We get to that when yeah, I think Fluminense they play real well. And obviously, I think they have a good team. I'm not gonna say any bad things about. I think their team is very talented. I think they could win the whole thing because the final is at the Maracana, or no? Is
Hmm.
it? Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah, it is. So I think if they go all the way, they will. I think they will get the most fans there because well, what if isn't the Copa Libertadores final 50-50 fan base or
It's supposed to be, but like if it's Fluminense, like they are gonna have like all the neutral fans basically.
true? Because it's Brazil, the Copa do Brazil. Uh, yeah, I think Fluminense play really well on the day. I think Olympia could have done much better, but they don't really have that striker or that that striker who can score goals like Fluminense. They have Cano, good striker. Um, yeah, I think if Fluminense wins this Libertadores, I think the price on Andre will go sky high because he scores in this tournament. I don't know how much he has scored in this tournament. Um, this I did small. As he did not score versus juniors. Has he scored in this Libertadores yet? Outside this goal, I'm not sure if he does, but his price will sky up if Fluminense wins the Libertadores and he scores in the final. That would at least be 70 mil. Um, I think Fluminense is one of the candidates because they are performing really well, uh, especially if uh, the top team who I want to win goes out. I definitely can see Fluminense win this because they're showing they're capable of winning games that don't really when they are down at one point they can score bang one goal they score. So I think Fluminense is a team that I will watch out for in the semi-final if they get there. Not gonna jinx anything, but you never know what can happen in football. But what's your thoughts on this? Fluminense have 2-0 win against Olympia.
Yeah, it just wasn't a close game at all. Fluminense completely dominated this game. Where would you like the next unconfirmed Club World Cup to be?
Give
I
me,
don't know.
give me, give me. I'm gonna say three countries: Chile, Saudi, and Qatar. Wait,
I would
where's,
like to
where's
see an international club competition go back to Japan, personally.
oh yeah. Where's the next World Cup?
I don't know. That's why he's asking, like it's unconfirmed.
Yeah, Matt, can you check that when's the 2025 one?
Anyway, yeah, Fluminense were by far the dominating side this game. Olympia didn't even have a shot on target, I believe. They tried to hold on, like just like they did against Flamengo in the round of 16 when they had to visit the Maracanã as well. This time it was Fluminense got a second goal, so now Olympia has to make another comeback against another Brazilian team in Asunción. And this time it feels a bit tougher because obviously they have to score an extra goal to make that comeback. I've seen Olympia pull this type of stunts off, but yeah, it's gonna be very difficult. I feel like I don't know. Olympia is gonna put up a fight. I'm sure of it, but will it be enough? I'm not sure. Fluminense, like you said, they are looking real good, and if they can make the final, like you said, they are gonna be playing the final on home soil. So that's going to be very good for them. So maybe Fluminense could get their first Copa Libertadores ever. Like, who knows? We'll have to see. For now, the first leg, they played fantastic. They got a 2-0 lead, solid. We'll have to see how they defend now.
So the next game we have Bolivar at home against Internacional. I was watching this game and I was pretty amazed how Bolivar did not score in this game. I predicted 3-1 Bolivar and you predicted 2-1. Yeah, I think Bolivar, they should have scored this game at least 2 goals or 3 goals. I think Bolivar played really well. Thank you, Matt, by the way. Big up, Matt. I think Bolivar, from watching the game, I think they were very, very good, but they, Ronnie Fernandez could not score to save his life. I think it was all Bolivar in this game. I think Internacional defended well. Didn't mention obviously Ener Valencia scoring their goal. I think genuinely, Bolivar could have done better. They should have done better this game. 23 shots in this game. They had all the momentum in this game, except a few moments where Internacional was very good on the counter-attack and probably should have scored. But I think Roche was very, very good in goal. He did he did 5 saves. He was comfortable in that. Honestly, I think the other striker, Patrick, played very well. Alan Patrick, who played striker. Obviously, Aranguiz, he was very good. Gabriel Mercado, who played for Argentinian national team, and he played for Racing, River, and Sevilla, few clubs. I think they were very good. Bustos on the right. Patricio Bustos was very good on the day. I think they isolated Ronnie Fernandez very well. I think the second half was basically the same as this. But Internacional did basically nothing in the second half because they were concentrating on keeping that clean sheet, was so important. Because I think if Bolivar scored 1-1, like minutes after the goal was scored, I think this would have, run away to 3-1 or maybe 4-1. Because I think Bolivar, with the crowd, they're a very, very strong team. And I believe that Bolivar might do something away, even though they lost this game. I still have my hopes on them still, because they just need a little bit of extra. But I still think Bolivar, if they can keep it up in the away leg and play like this, and they get more effective, I think they could win this like 2-0 or 3-1, because they're a very good side. What's your thought on this 1-0 loss for Bolivar, obviously?
It's just disappointing, right? Like we said, how important it was for Bolivar to win the first leg, considering they have the help of not only their crowd, but obviously the altitude. Like I mentioned in the preview, the one guy that isn't affected by altitude in the Internacional team is Ener Valencia. He scored an amazing goal in the first half, getting past 2 defenders and getting a powerful shot on the away post. And it was a fantastic goal. And after that, Internacional just held on to the result. Like you said, Rochet was fantastic in goal. And Bolivar looked so toothless. They tried many chances. They had a chance that hit the crossbar from a header after a set piece. And Bolivar, they pushed. They had a lot of shots, but not many of them were on target. They were really struggling to find an equalizer, and they didn't get it in the end. and it's just disappointing because like it happened against Atletico Paranaense. They won the home leg by 2 goals, 3-1 they won, and then they lost in Brazil and they managed to advance on penalties. I feel like this just kind of ruins their chances of going through. Bolivian teams, they have to take advantage of the altitude, and Bolivar were not able to do that. So I feel like this is most likely the end of the road. Yes, Sergio Rochet, the Uruguay #1 playing for Internacional. And yeah, I feel like Bolivar, I want to say they stand a chance, but honestly, I don't see it happening. Internacional at home probably will cook them, and yeah, it's very tough, very disappointing. Bolivar should have won, but they couldn't hit the target and they were punished. And now they have to make a comeback on the road. It's very difficult. I don't see it. We'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah, and International and cooking at second leg at home, it works pretty well, as they did it last year versus a certain team. Next, didn't we say what did we predict? You predicted 2-1, I predicted 3-1 to Bolivar. In case I didn't say it earlier, but I probably did. And I say it twice because of vibes. But the next game, the last game, ain't vibes because it finished 0-0. I don't know how Boca did not score this game. What is there really to say? Because Boca, playing Barco, I think he plays striker this game. So something
He
that
played
Barco
kind of
plays,
like a winger, I guess.
because I think on foot more something that he was placed at the striker position, center forward. I have zero clue.
No, he was winger. Like center forward was Cavani, obviously.
Yeah. But it says here 3-5-2 you played. Probably second half it says it because you subbed off Mark. But I think you guys played really well, but could not find the goal. Do what I think it was a game which the fan base they both arrows and they put it towards the goal, like they did this and then down to the goal, like where the players should shoot. I think Racing they played well. Arias, the goalkeeper, Gabriel Arias, who hopefully won't be. You know what? I would not be mad if he starts for Chile in the next in the World Cup qualifier. I won't be angry because he's a very good goalkeeper. Obviously, there's better goalkeepers, 100% right now than Arias, in my opinion. De Paul, Cortez, the Audax goalkeeper. So, I don't know who it was. I know his name, but I can't think. I think this will be a tough leg for Boca because I think you guys have to go and win away. Like, I don't think draw is acceptable if you're a Boca fan because you want to win every game, every single game. Now that Boca lost, you need to go away against Racing, which is a very good club, very good fan base, very good stadium. Big up to their stadium, by the way. Use it on FIFA much because I play a couple of friendlies on FIFA. So I think you guys play really well, but you can't hit the goal. I'm sorry. Like, if you don't win the games, it's because of the goal. You can't hit the goal. Hit the bloody goal, Cavani. You're not Lukaku. You're Cavani. You're one of the best Uruguayan strikers of all time, with Forlan and Suarez. Hit the bloody goal, man. Please. You don't have to shoot like Lukaku. Just take your foot, shoot the ball, scroll it, or shoot curve it. I don't know. You just shoot it on goal so you can score, so defense can celebrate. Don't do a Lukaku, please. That's the biggest mistake you could do. Do a Lukaku. Yes, Boca is. Uh, who has that for Boca against Racing? For me, it's Boca. Um, that have a bunch of penalties. I don't
I
know
would
how.
say Boca too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not biased because Romero on penalties. He's no joke.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching games of Argentina for a lot. Taking a leap of not really, not really, because at least they have a strike. I mean, they're not taking a leap for our book, but they have chances. They just can't score. And right now, Colo can't score. So just saying. There might be a watch along coming up this upcoming week for one game. I don't know which game, but they will. Yeah, how far is the Racing Club from Buenos Aires?
No, the Racing Club Stadium in Avellaneda is literally like 15 blocks away from La Bombonera. Like it's not far at all. It's Avellaneda is basically like a town that's merged into Buenos Aires. Like it's really close.
Okay. Yeah, have you been to the stadium?
Not the Racing Club Stadium, no.
Okay. It's pretty big. It's pretty nice, to be honest. I have not been there. I wish I could go there sometime. Maybe if ALK plays against Racing Club somehow in the Club World Cup. I don't know.
He did,
Yeah.
yeah.
We did
2014
also
World Cup.
say, did he save a Robin's penalty?
No, Robin scored.
Oh yeah,
Ron Blair was the other one he saved that shootout.
yeah. We can. I was thinking of right now when we said it. Uh, a World Cup retro, a style of stream. Derby. Is it a derby?
Kinda, but not really. It's a derby because both of the clubs
Yeah.
are among the big five of Argentina, but not really a derby.
Yeah. Do you think it was? Do you think it? This is a battle of the goalkeepers. Who's the better, keeper? Like who can
I
do
mean,
better?
if it goes to penalties, I guess, but not really. I feel like um, this game was just decided on Boca not being good in front of goal. Yes, Kite did score in the shootout. I remember that
Was
one.
it Van Persie who missed against Romero?
No, Van Persie didn't shoot a penalty against Romero. That's shootout.
Oh yeah, Van Persie is scared. That's why he's scared of Romero, the goat.
Anyway, this game it was pretty disappointing because in the first 15
Mm,
minutes, Boca was very dominant. Wilton Sampaio disallowed a goal that Cavani had scored because the ball boy was the one that placed the ball on the corner, so like that doesn't count as a corner, I guess. So yeah, they disallowed that goal, and then yeah, Cavani had a really good header that was saved by Arias. But after those first 15 minutes, where Boca completely dominated and had a lot of chances, the game kind of like Boca began to die out. I feel like we
mm,
weren't as clinical with our passes. We were losing the midfield battle a little because Paul Fernandez was kind of, I don't know,
mm,
deep lying midfielder somehow. I don't know what he was doing. Barco in the second half got injured and was subbed out, and I feel like we lost a lot of depth in their attack after that. It was very
mm,
rough. And yeah, I felt like after those first 15 minutes where Boca was so good, we stopped being so intense. And yeah, Racing played awful this game. They had like no shots on target. Like they spent like full 20 minutes in a row not being able to progress past the half line. They were super bad. They just held on for the result and they got it somehow. Um, all the chances we had in the second half were pretty much wasted because our shots went down the middle and it was like easy save for Arias or something. We couldn't like get quality chances in that second half. It felt like we couldn't fully step on the gas and put Racing in serious trouble that second half. So it was very disappointing. I felt like we should have won this game, definitely, like 1 or 2-0 at least. But if you don't score your chances, that's never going to happen. And now we have to go to Avellaneda to try and get a result or at least win the game on penalties. Like you said, I favor our team on penalties, but I would like to win on 90 minutes. Of course, Racing are going to have their crowd, and that's going to be very, very important. They might get Roger Martinez, their striker, is going to be fit. So that's going to be a concern for me.
Awful. He's awful.
No, he's really good, really. Roger Martinez, I rate as a striker. He's better than Moreno, for sure. Like, Moreno had a stinker in the first leg.
You mean the guy who played for Club America?
I don't know where he played, honestly. But yeah, it's disappointing. Let's see what happens in the second leg. It's all to be decided. It's going to be close. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, it's the guy from Club. Oh my god, he's absolute. Oh, no, never mind. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. This guy. Jesus Christ! I've been watching this Roger Martinez guy. Oh, he's awful. I'm sorry, he's awful. No, you know, you know what we're gonna do next. Yeah, it's the game Ghana Uruguay in Qatar. Because you went to that game and Roche started that game. I know he did. I did not really see that game because I was watching Korea versus Portugal. I saw their lineup. I know Roche. If Roche didn't play, it was Muslera. By the way, we're doing the second leg predictions. We're just gonna start with the big one. Let's just start with Internacional against Bolivar. Predictions for the second leg. You know, I'm gonna go for 2-0 to Bolivar. I'm gonna back Bolivar winning 2-0.
Wow. I'm gonna say Internacional win 3-1. I feel like Bolivar will get one goal, but it won't be enough.
So the next game, obviously we have let's just go for Palmeiras Deportivo Pereira. I'm going for 3-0 Palmeiras.
Yeah, 3-0 Palmeiras. Sounds about
yes,
right.
There is extra. There is
no,
extra
there is
time.
not. No, there is not.
What?
Only the final has extra time.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Is that true? Look,
Yeah.
this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, it goes straight to penalties. Yeah, I forgot that. Because penalties makes me scared somehow. Yeah, I'm going for 2-0 to Bolivar. Wait, the Palmeiras against Deportivo, which one?
3-0 for Palmeiras, like you said.
Jesus Christ, you want 3-0 also? Yeah, I'm not one for 3-0 also. It's gonna be a battering. I won't be surprised if it's fine. Next, we have Olympia versus Fluminense.
I predict Olympia to win 2-1.
You know what? I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
Fair enough.
Obviously, I'm going for 2-2 for Olympia. Next, we have what other game is there? We have gone for all four, haven't we? No, we have forgot one. Racing against Boca. I'm sorry, Rank. I have to do this. It's for my best that I do this because I'm not bothered to get things wrong. I'm gonna pick I'm gonna say Racing 1, Boca 0. 1-0 Racing. I'm sorry. I can't predict Boca to win this game and then you lose. I just need to predict something else because my predictions they do not get right. Like I can't get 1-0 to Racing. What do you predict?
I predict 1-1 draw and Boca wins on penalties.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's then. So we are done with that. We are gonna. You're not leaving because we're doing that. Yeah, we are doing Sudamericana second leg predictions as well. We're not forgetting that. I forgot to put it in the title. That it says only Copa Libertadores Sudamericana recap for a second. You went for 2-0, 3-0, 1-1, 1. Bro, if that happens, you have to video. You have to do it as a video and send it to the group chat. Yeah, you did almost. So my prediction for this first game, I'm going for 2-0 to Defensa. I think Defensa is a very good, strong team, home team. I'm going to say 2-0. What's your prediction?
Defensa is gonna win 2-1.
Vamos, Fortaleza against América Mineiro. I'm just gonna go for 5-0. I'm just gonna go for 5-0 to Fortaleza. I'm done. I'm seriously done picking América Mineiro to win. What's your prediction?
I'm gonna say Fortaleza win 1-0.
Oh, Sao Paulo against Quito. I'm going for 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw.
Sao Paulo is gonna win 3-0.
It's the last game, Estudiantes Corinthians. Corinthians.
Estudiantes is gonna win 3-1.
I agree on that. 3-1 to Estudiantes. You know what? I'm gonna be angry, and I'm gonna do this for my sake, for your sake, maybe. I'm gonna change my Racing Club against Boca. I'm gonna stick 2-1 to Boca. Yeah, I predict Boca to win 2-1. I'm sorry. If you lose, it's thanks to me. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. But if you win, I'm a genius. If you lose, I'm stupid. So I lose both ways. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been it for this. Oops, what the heck did I do? Yeah. So it's been this for this recap and prediction. I'm gonna change the thing. Yeah. Well, what's your thoughts on this? So, what's your thoughts on the quarterfinals? So far?
Yeah, it's been pretty intense. Most of these ties are still wide open, and we'll see what ends up happening. I'm super nervous, but let's see how it goes down, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully Cavani turns into Forlan and not Lukaku. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That it was actually she actually thought Jordi Alba was Messi, and then she nearly kissed him. So it could have gone badly there. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. 55 minutes. Could have been earlier if I did not talk too much about how upset I was about the American Minero beating Copa and all this crap. So yeah, see you guys later for, I guess it's the recap next week. And semifinal. When is the semifinal?
Semifinals are gonna be on actually there's not a date yet, but yeah.
So it's gonna be probably the recap for the second legs, and then might be it will probably be semifinal predictions. But most likely Boca will be there. Vamos Boca. Come on Cavani, please score a hat-trick. Boca goes through. See you guys. Thanks for watching.